GTA 6 promised hurricanes, dual-wielding, and even a third protagonist. But what if I told you most of that has already been cut? The early excitement had players expecting some of the most groundbreaking features ever seen in an open-world game, yet many of those ideas never made it past development. Over the next few minutes, we are going through more than 10 features that fans thought were real, only to later find out they are gone. Some of these were highly requested and others were complete surprises, but each one shows how much the game has changed. The vanished NPC references. Back in the 2022 gameplay leaks, there was a small but memorable moment when a group of characters mentioned Jay Norris, the Life Invader chief executive officer taken out by Michael in Grand Theft Auto 5. For a lot of fans, hearing that conversation confirmed the idea that GTA 6 would be tightly connected to past games. However, later reports and the most recent information suggest that this scene has been removed entirely. Rockstar may have decided that linking directly back to the old storyline would hold back their new narrative direction. Many players were excited about these callbacks because they offered a feeling of continuity, but the developers appear to have cut ties to avoid making the new game feel like a simple sequel rather than a fresh experience. Listening to music anywhere, that dream is gone. Screenshots from early materials showed Jason lifting weights with earphones on and Lucia also wearing earbuds, which made many fans believe that music would finally be playable anywhere in the world, not just inside vehicles. That small visual detail created a huge discussion because the idea of carrying your own soundtrack while walking through Vice City sounded perfect for immersion. Unfortunately, more recent reports claim that the feature has been limited to cars only. While the ability to tune in on the move might not sound critical to gameplay, it would have added life to quiet moments between missions. As someone who spends hours just free roaming, this one stings for me personally. It would have made downtime way more immersive and given players more ways to shape their own experience. Features that died before launch: the Pro mechanic. Among the leaked clips from 2022, one stood out where the character could go fully prone on the ground. It looked like Rockstar had considered giving players a new layer of tactical movement, something that could change how combat encounters played out. Later reports confirmed that this option has since been removed. The likely reason is that prone mechanics require extremely polished animations and can slow down the fast pacing that Grand Theft Auto is known for. It might not be as significant as losing an entire storyline, but this cut demonstrates how even small features are tested, weighed against gameplay flow, and then scrapped if they do not fit. Where did dual-wielding go? Fans were eager to see dual-wielding return because both Red Dead Redemption 2 and even Grand Theft Auto San Andreas had already given us the thrill of using two weapons at once. The excitement grew further after the trailer showed a woman holding a hammer in each hand, leading players to believe it was a confirmed feature. Yet according to every reliable report, dual-wielding is not part of Grand Theft Auto 6. Some believe Rockstar removed it because of potential balance issues, especially with the competitive focus of online play. Personally, I think Rockstar avoided it because online balance would be a nightmare. Still, single-player fans deserve the option, especially since many of us enjoy experimenting with different combat styles without worrying about fairness in multiplayer. Mapping rumors that were fake. For years, speculation suggested that the world of Grand Theft Auto 6 would stretch across a Florida panhandle design, covering large parts of the state with multiple connected regions. Many fan-made maps appeared online, reinforcing that belief. Some even looked convincing enough to pass as leaks. However, more credible reports have confirmed that the map is a single continuous island far closer to the structure of Grand Theft Auto 5. While it might sound like a downgrade, a denser and more focused location can allow Rockstar to create a living city filled with detail rather than endless but empty stretches of land. The idea of quality over sheer size is consistent with how they perfected Los Santos, and the same design philosophy may define Vice City this time. Lost protagonist concepts behind the scenes. The story direction of Grand Theft Auto 6 has gone through more rewrites than many people realize. Early drafts reportedly featured 3 protagonists, including an older police officer, his son caught in the drug world, and the trusted partner of the Colombian cartel leader. From 2014 through 2018, Rockstar tested multiple scripts with much darker tones, some focusing heavily on the drug trade. Take-Two is said to have rejected these versions for being too bleak. After these setbacks, lead writer Dan Hauser stepped back in 2019 and later left the company in 2020. Development shifted again under Sam Hauser, who proposed a story inspired by Bonnie and Clyde, which finally received approval. Reading how many rewrites happen honestly makes me wonder how different Grand Theft Auto 6 could have been if they kept the darker drug trade focus. Gameplay tweaks that got dropped. Cover system. Footage from the 2022 leaks showed a more dynamic cover mechanic, where the character leaned and shifted realistically, almost identical to what players saw in The Last of Us Part U. At first, this sounded like Rockstar was pushing combat towards cinematic realism. Later reports indicated that this version of cover was removed and replaced with a simpler and cleaner system. The reason is likely tied to how Grand Theft Auto fights are meant to feel fast, chaotic, and fluid rather than overly tactical. Sometimes more realism slows down gameplay, and Rockstar appears to have prioritized fun over simulation with this decision. Weather features fans will miss. Among the most exciting rumors was the possibility of extreme weather shaking the world, including tornadoes and hurricanes. Early insiders even suggested these events were internally tested, which gave players hope of a chaotic new layer to open-world gameplay. According to Rockstar Universe, the idea was eventually abandoned either because of technical limitations or because the constant threat of natural disasters interfered with game balance. It is not difficult to imagine how disruptive it would have been to race through Vice City while a hurricane suddenly pulled everything apart. Yet that unpredictability was exactly why fans wanted it so much. I honestly pictured storm chases, and it breaks my heart knowing this is gone, because it could have made every session feel completely different. Rumored theme park that never existed. Speculation once suggested that Vice City would feature a parody of Disney World after fans remembered the old Fun World advertisements in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The concept sounded believable because Rockstar has always enjoyed poking fun at American culture through exaggerated landmarks. However, more credible leaks have since clarified that no such theme park will be part of the final game. The disappointment is understandable, because fans enjoy these satirical recreations of real places as they give the map personality and humor. While it will not appear this time, the idea itself shows how eager the community is for Rockstar's trademark parodies that make their worlds feel sharp and distinctive. The robots that may or may not exist. Among the more unusual discoveries in the 2022 leaks were files and references that suggested robotic characters could appear in Grand Theft Auto 6. This quickly became one of the stranger points of discussion because robots do not fit the typical tone of the series. Later, Game Roll reported that these assets may have been removed, but their own source admitted it is not completely certain. There is still a chance that robots exist in the game, only placed in rare locations or tied to background activities that were not visible in the leaked footage. That small uncertainty leaves some suspense because this is one feature that could still surprise players once the final release arrives. The burglary minigame that did not make it. The official trailer showed a tense convenience store robbery, and this instantly reignited hopes that burglary missions from San Andreas would make a comeback. Fans expected a full system where players could break into houses and steal valuables, adding depth to the criminal lifestyle. Insider reports, however, have confirmed that this is not the case. Robberies in Grand Theft Auto 6 appear to be limited to scripted events or smaller side activities rather than a wide-ranging burglary mechanic. The disappointment is clear because the San Andreas feature gave players freedom and choice, allowing creativity in how crimes were committed. That kind of flexibility is exactly what many hope to see return, but for now it looks to be off the table. The cuts into reality check. Looking across all the confirmed cuts, the list is long. Features such as extreme weather, a third protagonist, dual wielding, and smaller immersion details like portable music have all disappeared. It is a reminder that early leaks and rumors are not promises, they are ideas that can change during development. Players should manage expectations and not hold on too tightly to every detail heard online. There is always the possibility that Rockstar could revisit some of these concepts later through updates or downloadable content, but nothing is guaranteed. What matters is that the foundation of Grand Theft Auto 6 is still strong, even without every feature fans once believed would be part of it. Rockstar has trimmed features before, only to bring them back later in updates or expansions. If you can bring one of these cut ideas back, which would it be? Leave your answer in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe.